favorite podcast. I thought you were like waving me down, like hold on for a second. Oh shit, it's been a while, man.
It has. It has
been a while.
I miss our weekly ones. I feel like I don't get a therapy session in when you're not here every single week.
They should be coming back now. We should be back to hopefully normal routine.
Hopefully, yeah. Man, I've been looking at what I have coming up travel-wise and everything, just like personal stuff, not even my work stuff loaded in. It's going to be a busy
we should probably
second
talk
half
that
of the
through
year.
Because I also have lots.
Yeah, we'll definitely need to talk because, man, between weddings and trips back home and
more bachelor parties
and my fantasy trip where I have to do my stand-up comedy.
Where's that at? It's in Austin too?
No, that one's in Atlanta.
I was like, oh shit, are you doubling up Austin?
No, that's in Atlanta. One of the I think it's coming up like second or third week in July. I got to go to Austin, Texas, or Atlanta, Georgia. Now it was going to be in Austin, Texas, but I got to go to Atlanta and fulfill my debts of being a loser.
You're doing your fantasy draft in July?
No, we're just doing like the pay the debt forward because not everybody's going to be able to get together for a draft. So we're doing it a little early this year. Some of the boys having babies, life be lifing. So
you're getting old, man.
I know. Things are changing.
Are you guys going to do like your normal thing for like your draft order and just get it out the way?
I think so, yeah.
Actually, it might be better. You might feel a little bit better during the draft.
That is facts. Maybe pick a little bit better than I did last year.
That was always my worst thing is like we get together, we drink all day, and I'm drafting horrible teams.
Yeah. Yep. So we will see. We'll see what happens. They're struggling finding a comedy club from what I've heard. So I'm just staying back here in the wind.
Might have to hit up some of my people in Atlanta and find one of those for you.
Don't worry about it. You got enough on your plate.
Nah, man. Anything to help out. This is one I really want to see.
I had to cheat on our podcast, man.
Oh, we actually talked about this.
Yep. It finally came to fruition.
Are you a full-on host of this podcast?
I was yesterday. Okay. So they liked the way that I was articulating things. They liked the way that I kept things flowing. They liked the way that I was communicating on it. So who knows? I could be the face of the Perma Power Talk. So it's crazy. Their setup's a little more lavish than ours.
Sounds like a great conversation too.
They were gonna call it like Love It, Lube It or something like that. Yeah.
No.
They used to have marketing on pens that was like Love It, Lube It, Perma or something like that.
That sounds like a podcast I would host.
But they got like all these fancy lights. They got nice microphones. They got the like where you plug in the things and they've got all the buttons and dials.
Yeah, they definitely don't have like everything running off of a laptop.
No, they don't. So it was pretty cool because it was like someone behind the scenes and they were like, good. All right, you guys, action. I was like, whoa.
That'd be nice, man.
We're still hiring for that position if anyone wants to apply.
Hiring for it for 3 years.
We haven't put much effort in. So let's get a little health check, and then also address how the partnership's going with the
I had news
charity.
on that, so I was looking forward to talking about that.
Beautiful health check in terms of. Well, let's just start with life. How's life going, man?
Life's good, man. Just got back from Ohio yesterday, or 2 days ago. But like yesterday was a full day. I got in late.
Yeah.
So everything's good though.
Love
nice
that.
Little trip home. Actually kept myself pretty reined in.
It seemed like it. From the snaps you were sending, I was like, oh, this boy's dialed.
Didn't really see anybody purposefully and not on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't hit anybody up. I was like, if stuff happens, it happens. But no, hit all my workout. And last week was tough for workouts.
Really?
They were just all over the place and they were not in the right order. Like it was the first week that I was just throwing stuff all over the place. But I hit everyone, all of like everything that's prescribed, mileage, paces, everything. But like Monday, us traveling and getting delayed threw things way off. I considered running in the morning and now I definitely should have.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe I'll run when I get home. Did not have time. So then Tuesday, down bad. Like down real bad. I was just exhausted from the week.
So tired.
And so I slept in, got up. I had to do some work, and then I did my run midday. And it was so fucking hot last week that I had to tweak it and just do my shortest run of the week. I was like, this is all I got right now.
Yep.
And so then everything just like kept falling all over the place. But they all got done. So I was
matters.
Proud of that one. And then when we were home, man, it was just everybody was out of town. My whole family went camping. My aunt came in from Colorado. We all had a cookout Thursday. Friday they left.
Dang.
My dogs were sick, so you didn't want them with her parents. So just me and the dogs in my parents' house. And we were big chilling for a lot of the weekend.
Hell yeah. I love that.
Hot tub, pool. I was like, I'm fucking chilling, dude.
Tommy T let you in his hot tub?
Yeah. Yep.
Still won't let Jared in that thing.
I can't say that I blame him. But yeah, so got all my workouts in there. Only drank one day, and it was very minimal.
Love it.
I was like, wow, this is what it feels like to be on
good.
track. And now this week I'm trying to run it back. We have a pool party on July 4th. But it's like 30 minutes away. We have to be back for the dogs at some point. I'm like, this is my opportunity.
It is.
This is my chance to be like, I'll drive.
Yo.
It's a holiday weekend, so I can't even play with any kind of fucking fire.
Yeah.
And now I got to do my long run on Saturday.
I don't hate it.
We're going to see if I follow through with that or if I end up doing my long run on Friday. But right now, that's what's in my head is that's the plan.
Yep. Yeah, I might join you for some of those. I was thinking, too, that maybe this is a good opportunity to get some content for you. I could bring the bike, follow you with the camera for some of it.
We do need to do that soon.
Yep. But no, that's good. Been seeing the post, been seeing the consistency.
The vlog just went up 30 minutes ago.
Nice. I've been liking them. I'm excited to see how they evolve.
I want to like change something up.
Yeah.
But I forget when I'm going and I'm like, oh, now I just got to talk about what I just did on this run.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking
so sweaty, dude, that like my hands are just soaked. I can barely even touch the screen. I'm just dripping off elbows, off the weirdest places, sweat.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to see how they evolve because I think it'll be cool too if like you just have the camera down at your shoes when you're lacing them up or when you're like throwing clothes on or when you're in the kitchen, but like you're talking over it of just like different thoughts going on in your head or different that like, yeah, finished a run, blah, blah, blah. This is how it was. This is what I was thinking about or whatever it is, like however you incorporate it. But I've been enjoying watching them.
As far as the partnership goes.
Yeah.
We're supposed to meet up yesterday, me and the CEO of the charity.
Yep.
It ended up not happening, but we're meeting up either late this week or early next week.
Okay.
To go over like just pretty much how I'm going to get this link.
Yeah.
So that we can have donations come straight through. But she also said like she's open to like hearing other stuff about like how we want to partner more uniquely with her. Yeah.
No, I'm excited about that and I want to hit the ground running with it. So once we have that call,
we're already losing time, so it's like the faster we can get talking to her, the better it'll be.
Cool. Hey, that's the joys of trying to make things happen with other parties. You just got to go on their time zone, and when it happens, it happens.
Yep.
That'll be good. That'll be real good. What else is new and exciting in your life?
Nothing here, man. I saw you brought the bike back out, though.
I did, dude. I did. Let's fucking talk about that. I'm glad you brought that up. When life be lifing, bro, got to stick to them fucking habits. You got to stick to them fucking habits. Are we good? Hello?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Sponsored time. You guys know the deal. Here at DTI, we want to help people live a healthier, happier lifestyle. We're excited to partner with First Form because their mission is to impact one person's life a day. First Form gives us the capabilities to help you guys reach and achieve the goals you set forth. Utilize First Form through their supplement or their merchandise to live a more active lifestyle, putting yourself first and prioritizing the things that are important. Try First Form today with the link below. Back to the show. I just had the family in, dude, and it was probably one of the best weekends that I've had in so long. Like just being here with my mom, my sister, my aunt, Lo, Amanda, and then two of their best friends. It was just a breath of fresh air to see the excitement and the joy that surrounded that weekend. They came in so that way they could go dress shopping with Lo for the first time, and it was awesome. It was really cool just to see her emotions during all of that. It was cool to see the excitement. It was cool to hear them talk about things.
I saw you outside the one dress shop. I'm like, there's no way this dude went dress shopping.
No,
like,
hell
he's
no.
not trying to see this shit right
now. No. I dropped them off, and then I went and did some stuff for DTI, and I really just wanted to put a focus on, like, not reining things back in because I've been doing things, but just, like, really just taking time for myself to be like, let's zone in, let's lock in. They're doing stuff, you do stuff, make it intentional. Don't like take this time to like fuck off. Like, you have plenty of time this weekend to really just like grasp certain things that you're like holding on to right now. And so it was cool. So I really structured and prioritized while they were gone, how can I be intentional with my time and knock things out. And with that, one of the days I got a bike ride in, and I was like, you know what? I need to go clear my mind. I haven't had that alone time that I talked about having during training. And so I was like, you know what? This will be a good time to pull out the bike. I was like, I've gotten some runs in, gotten my workouts in, but I need this time to just go and be with God's medicine. And so got the bike all loaded up that day. And again, like from 8:30 was just like, all right, did this. Then I did this. Then I checked this off. Then I checked that off. And then I was like, all right, time to go to the trail. So I went to the trail, put the helmet on, clipped in the shoes, and just started going. Had some music playing, and it was so like refreshing.
There's like no time goal, no distance goal. You were just going for a ride.
Yep.
Those are good. Those are good days.
And so I was like, some of it I'll push, some of it, dude. You know what's crazy? I was riding in the beginning, and I was like, why is my bike shifting so weird? Did something fucking happen to it? And for the first like 6 miles, I'm like, what is going on with this shifting? Bro, tell me why I forgot how my bike fucking shifted. How the right side is the back gear and the left is the front gear. And I'm thinking, like, why are these buttons not working
it's been
right?
like a month.
I know, dog. I was like, geez, oh, man. Tell me you haven't been on your bike without telling me you haven't been on your bike. But then I went to Freedom Park, which I love just being there. I texted you. I told you. It's just like whenever I'm there, I feel like my mind just clears out because it's just amazing. There's people walking around. There's the fountain going. Beautiful houses in the background. Nature. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to sit here for a little bit. Ended up doing, wow, am I still stuffy? Sorry about that, folks. I ended up doing 3 rounds of breath work. And it just like, that battery went from like fully charged to like electro charged. And I was like, my God, I feel so good. And so after I did that breath work, sat there for a little bit and just did some visualization, took in the surrounding and just kind of let my mind like just take in the scene, watching people walk, laugh, hearing people talk about different things. And I sat there and there were some people that were like, oh, the world's great. They had like very positive conversations. And then there's people that were like, I can't believe Charlotte's fucking doing this and doing that. They're driving themselves into the ground with getting rid of affordable housing. And then there's people walking by talking about stuff that like is happening in their life that they're stressed about. And again, they're just quick glances of things that I'm hearing people say. But like it really brought me back to reality and was like, you know what, dude? Like every single person, there's something going on in their life, whether it's personal, whether it's the world, whether it's this state or that state. And so then I just took time to like be grateful for everything that's happening in life right now, both professionally, both personally, and for like DTI. And I was just like, everything's going to be good. I was putting a lot of pressure on myself with the end of month coming, or just past now. But I was putting a lot of pressure on myself with the end of month coming and sales numbers having to be finalized and stuff like that. I mean, that's a stress that most people don't know about, but if you know about it, you know about it. And I ended up finishing the quarter really good. I was putting a lot of stress on just things going on in my personal life. But again, it's how you view things, how you move forward, and how you like position them in your mind to just keep on chugging along. And then again, like constant pressure for traction and the roadmap forward for the things that we're working on and stuff like that. And so I would say that for the first time in a long time, there was a lot of like pressure on me, just mentally. And instead of letting that continue, I grounded myself, stuck to the things that are important for me. And that bike ride really was like the unlock to be able to like push through that. So that way it didn't carry on to this week and the next week and the next week. And so it was much needed and very good.
That's cool. I don't really have like the pressure feeling right now or even like a stress, but I feel that need to be grounded right now. I feel like we've been on the go a lot the last couple weeks. I literally rolled straight from Tone's trip into a trip home like a day and a half later.
Yeah.
So it's just been a lot. Like I'm excited to be back here for a couple weeks. I'm gonna go to Charleston. But that's like a 2-night trip. Like that's not as big of a deal. It's like, okay, we're just 3 hours to the beach, relax. But like just to be home and in a routine here where I'm not throwing my workouts all over the fucking week. Where I'm not having to worry about, oh, I have this day, so I need to do this. Like, no, this is the only day that I am shifting because we had to get this done.
Yep.
But like outside of that, it's like, this is the schedule. Stick to the fucking plan.
Yeah. Yeah, it just solidifies like so much more that I don't give a fuck how many people. I'm really trying to stop saying that word as much.
Bro, I tell myself that every single weekend here. I'm like, don't cuss as much today. And then it just happens.
Somebody pointed out that I say the F word all the time. And I'm like, I don't say it that much, knowing I say it a lot. But now that's all I hear in the clips.
I know. That's like, how it goes. It's like once someone points it out, it's all you hear. I'm catching myself in my vlog at the beginning of every video. I'm like, all right. I started with the word all right. So I'll cut it half the time because like I can just cut to the sentence. But I hear, I'm like, stop fucking saying it.
There it is.
Oh no, that one wasn't intentional.
So all of that like being said and like looking back on it, and it's like, all right, what can I take to then like share to the world and to our mass following is staying grounded in those like daily rituals. And if you don't have daily habits that you're checking off, instill those in your life. Because when we talk about how those are the foundation, bro, those are the things that will keep your world going when it seems like everything is being thrown at you, when it seems like everything is challenging you, when it seems like everything is just against you in life. Those habits will keep you grounded because, one, they're working on your mental state because you're staying focused and you're doing the things that are diligent, whether that's journaling, meditating, visualization, cold showers, or they help you in your physical state, getting your steps, staying disciplined with getting your workouts in. And I think that's what's so cool about the way that we approach things and look at things is that what we prioritize on a daily basis are foundational stuff that can be done. It's not, none of it is forced. We can always incorporate it. We can always figure a way to navigate it or fit it in. And I think that that's like the key that most people lack when they're stressed out, when they're anxious, when they're depressed, when they feel overwhelmed, is that they don't have that foundation built of sticking to those things and then building and growing on those. It was, dude, PD gave a freaking great service this past Sunday, and I just got to watch it yesterday. And so I was a day behind, but I've been sticking to that. I know I don't talk about it a lot, but I've been sticking to that. And I said that was something that I was going to do the beginning of this year, was watch church every Sunday. I've missed a couple, but I'm doing more than I have, and I'm consistent with it. But, dude, he gave this fucking – I said it again. He gave this service yesterday or on Sunday, and it was talking about planting seeds and the way that God works and, like, how he might put you through a scenario that you want to break and be like, no, fuck this. Like, the pressure – the pressure seems overwhelming, or it's like, why do I care so much about what this person is saying? And like the way that he was articulating and the way that he was positioning all these different stressors that were like pretty much the devil trying to sway you from being you and then get in arguments or turn your back or whatever those things are. He was just saying like, keep planting those seeds and watering them. And he tied it to when he was struggling mentally in the past. And he was like, man, he was like, I was down so bad mentally. I was having all these bad thoughts. I was not like confident with myself. I wasn't pushing things forward. And he was like, but I was planting seeds. I was doing this. And then I was just watering them on a daily basis, on a consistent basis. I was sprinkling water over those seeds. And he's like, and one day I woke up and he's like, what the heck? I'm not thinking this way. I'm not acting this way. I'm not having these thoughts. He was like, it was crazy. He was like, but if I would have gave up and I would have switched my direction and I wouldn't have been planting those seeds and I wouldn't have been watering them out and I wouldn't have been doing those things daily, he's like, none of that would have turned around. And then he tied it all together at the end of like when you're going through those like rough times, hard times, when you're going through those times where you don't see any positivity, you don't see any growth, you don't see any change happening in your life, to just stick to the regimen daily. And one day it's just going to turn and you're going to look back and be like, that's why I stuck to all those things. And I was like, man, that he said it in a completely different way than how you and I talk about things or how we do stuff. But it was the same thing of just showing up daily and checking those boxes. And he used it in the analogy of seeds and then watering the seeds every day and growing your garden. But I was like, oh my gosh, it hit me. It was like the last thing I needed to just like wrap up this great weekend that I just had. And then it like planted everything into the ground of like, keep going, kid. Like you fucking.
Optic Nerve was our very first sponsor here at the Desire to Inspire podcast, and it's still one that we are pumped to be partnered up with today. I was linked up with them when I was living in Colorado. They are owned and operated out of Vail, and all of their products get tested in the mountains, so you know that it's built for an active lifestyle. Freddie and I rock these things all the time. They are made with planet-friendly materials from recycled plastics to natural wood, and every pair comes with a lifetime warranty. So, I mean, what are you really doing? Hit the link in our bio, support DTI, support Octave Nerve, look fly doing it. Whether you're just out enjoying a nice stroll or getting active, Optic Nerve has got your back. So go to opticnerve.com and use code DTI for 20% off your order today. That's opticnerve.com, code DTI.
are on the right path. You've been on the right path. Keep doing the right path. Keep doing you. And it feels good, man.
I got to check that one out this week. So let's get back to this fucking topic.
Yeah.
Is it like somebody saying you shouldn't say this? Is it someone just bringing it to your attention? What's that conversation been like?
So the one video that we had go viral, everybody was questioning my intelligence because of how much I said the F word.
That's what I hate.
And then there was also people that are just like, you should probably not say it as much. You don't need to say it as much as you say it. One, I don't care because Gary V is super successful and he talks.
Andy Frisella.
Yeah. So I truly don't give a shit that I say it.
I don't give a fuck.
But I'm just like, I really don't.
No,
it's almost like black people that say the N word. Like that's
you
how
need to say it.
Like I'd just be saying the F word, like they say the N word, and it doesn't make it any better. But like when I think about it, and I talk to some friends and they use that word, I'm like, I use the F word just as much as they use that, which
100%.
Isn't good. It's just a filler word.
It is a filler word, and that's where I get wrapped up. It's like, okay, if I was to pull this out, can I reach more people? Like, I try to frame it from that way. I'm like, but the people that I'm reaching, do they actually care?
Right.
And so, like, I get in this dilemma of, like, do I really want to try to clean this up or not? Because I don't realize that I'm saying it. And I can tell you don't either.
No.
Because you keep saying it and catching yourself. But, like, we both just naturally use it. And I do. Because I wonder, like, okay, if somebody else had me on their podcast, would I try to be cognizant of how much I use it? Probably.
Yeah.
And so if I would try to clean it up there, why wouldn't I try to clean it up here on our own show?
Yep. Yeah, it's going to keep happening. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm not going to stop saying it.
Yeah, same.
But
I just might try to use it a little bit less.
Yeah. If that's what it takes for people to think that this little peanut brain is a little bit more intelligent than he is.
I know. I don't like the correlation they make between intelligence and how much I curse. That doesn't relate.
Not at all.
Just because you use big words doesn't make you intelligent.
No.
Just because I throw a fuck in every other sentence doesn't make me dumb.
Yeah.
Other things make me dumb.
I've been seeing this guy on social media, and he's been around for 13 years, which is crazy because I'm like, oh, wow, this guy's just now getting big. But no, it's just because I'm just now, seeing his stuff. But, we focus on the mental and physical health space, so I think it's good to always touch on something that we see in that industry on an episode. And this guy, have you ever heard of him? He goes around and he'll be at like Costco or he'll be at stores and he'll pick up a bag or a container or something and he'll be like, here's the ingredients. It's bad because of X, Y, and Z. This is not Bobby approved, or this is Bobby approved. And what I love about him, dude, and this is like one of the biggest critiques that he gets. Why would you listen to him? He's not a doctor. He has no credentials. He doesn't have any right to be talking about this stuff. But to me, I'm like, I relate to you more because you're not bought into the system, or the system's not bought into you, where you feel like you have to say that this is good or this is bad, or you promote things that our healthcare system does promote, because the food pyramid is completely messed up. And so I've been following him a little bit, and I want to start checking out his app to like plug things in. But you can put in any food and any brand, cereal, chips, containers, like whatever it is, you can put it into his system, and it'll tell you if it's Bobby approved or not. And if it's
what's his approval process? Just if it's healthy?
Pretty much like the ingredients, because there's a lot of things out there that say they're healthy nowadays,
right? And
they're not healthy at all for you. And so he'll go through and he'll debunk and be like, this isn't healthy for you because it has seed oils, it has chemicals, it has dyes or whatever. And so all of the stuff that he looks at is more like natural things, but mainly like not artificial stuff. And so he's not saying that every single chip out there is bad. He's not saying, and so he'll be like, instead of eating Lay's potato chips, eat the ones that are cooked in the avocado oil. So like he gives you the healthier alternative if you were going to make a decision in this realm. And then he also provides advice for like protein snacks. He provides advice on like different meats and things like that. So it's just like holistically from a nutrition standpoint, are the ingredients more healthy than bad?
Okay. Never seen this guy.
He'll probably start popping up now.
Probably immediately, like when I leave here, I'm gonna see him. But it's a societal thing with the titles or certifications or degrees. It's like you put some letters behind somebody's name, and all of a sudden, people care.
Yeah,
and we don't live in that day and age anymore.
No,
I don't know what it's gonna look like in 30 years. Because yes, there's always gonna be doctors. But like the way that we view stuff isn't the way that we viewed stuff historically for the past 100 years. You see all like the companies are taking dyes out of their food.
Yep.
That's not coming from a doctor.
They said that they were talking which if you're still listening to the Skinny Confidential, he was just on that. But they were talking about doctors in there. And they were like, I don't know why people think that doctors should give nutrition advice. And Bobby was like, during their
this guy was just on there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was like, during their medical training, it's like calculated where they only focus like 1 hour on a nutrition aspect or side of things when you go to be a doctor, a nurse, whatever it is. And he's like, so why would people want the advice coming from that person when they don't know?
Bro, even like doctor is a broad term. The same person you want working on your brain is not the same person you want working on your heart, but they're both a fucking doctor. Like, you can't put a general health doctor and just expect them to know everything there is to know about nutrition.
But that's the way we've been programmed to think.
I know. Maybe not us necessarily, but as a society as a whole, 100%. But even like until a decade ago, I would have thought that way. I'm like, they have like my best interest in mind. And now that I have some knowledge about it myself, I know that's a complete lie.
Yep. Unless it's Mandy's doctor.
She went outside to talk to her doctor yesterday. She's like, I have my follow-up for my doctor. I'm going to go outside. And I said, you could take it in here. Like, I'm not going to be loud. She said, you don't need to be listening. I'm like, I've been enjoying this doctor. I really like her practices.
Also, who talks to their doctor as much as Mandy does?
It's like every couple weeks.
I'm telling you, it's a coach, bro. She's just not telling you. It's a fucking coach.
She's had this chick for a while, too. I mean, essentially, it is a coach, but it's just her primary care. She just has that background, which is nice.
It's real nice. Yeah, this doctor is in tune with the right changes that need to be made and the things that they talk about. So she can say it's a doctor, but I'm going down swinging that it's a coach.
She told her yesterday, like, she like alluded to like, I don't really know what that could be. Like, we'll have to talk to somebody. It's like, now she out here admitting she don't know something.
That's wild. Speaking of coaches, I supporting one of our old guests that was on the show.
What do you mean?
I just signed up for Matt's workout program to see what they're like.
Oh, and it's Matt Lawrence.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I've been thinking about it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was messaging with him like 2 weeks ago about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
this dude is shredded. All his guys are shredded.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yep.
Granted, they're all eating carnivore.
That plays a big factor.
I want to do it.
I would consider animal based. I don't know about straight carnivore.
I mean, animal based. It's basically like even the one he has fruit and yogurt and shit.
I think he's more animal based now though.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like there's 4 like different levels of carnivore, and the one has like dairy, fruit, honey, and like a few other things. That is mainly animal based. But the one time I did it for a month, I leaned out so quickly, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it is crazy how your body can adjust when you get rid of those carbs.
Yeah, I just run so much. I'm like, now I have to eat so many fats if I want to keep this up. And then like your body goes through a transition period. But anyway, you're about to train with this guy.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, well, now that I'm back from the bachelor party and now that I'm back from traveling, I'm going to integrate a new workout program in, and I'm going to build it out. Got the cable machine in the garage. I got to show you that.
I did see that, actually, on your story.
Yep.
That's dope.
So I was like, all right, cool. Now I can build out a new program, and I was getting ready to build one for myself, and his, like, thing popped up on my story, and I was like, let me see what that's like. And it's relatively cheap, like, per month. And so I was like, let me see what it's about. Let me see how he structures it. It's weird because it's like every day is a full body split, which I'm not used to that. And so he like gave me information on why he trains people that way. And
it makes sense if you miss days here and there.
Yeah.
Like, you're probably not going to miss, so it might not make as much sense. But I mean, I've been doing full body.
Yeah. So we'll see what it's like. But I was like, let me give this a shot, see if makes me think differently or whatever. And so we
you just started?
We're on day 2.
You just started.
Yeah. We are on day 2. So
how many days a week?
I'm doing 5.
5.
Yeah. But I mean, it just goes back to the message that we keep saying week over week of getting a coach for accountability's sake. Like, I'm not doing one-on-one coaching with him, so I'm not going to have like calls or anything like that. But he's providing me value by getting me into his app so that way I can track my workouts and stuff like that.
I'm just curious to see what the app looks like.
I'll show you it. It's pretty simple.
He lives in South Carolina now.
No, they moved.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he's back in Cleveland.
Oh, he's home.
Yep.
No shit.
So yeah, no, it's good because it'll hold me accountable. It's good because it'll be something different. So I'm gonna try it for a few months and see if I get fucking swollen, shredded like he is, and then we'll go from there. But checking the boxes daily doesn't mean just having a mental list and being like, oh, check, okay, I'm going to miss this, check, miss, check. Like, literally get something in place where there's some sort of accountability or there's something that can be tracked and managed, because the data will show, the consistency will show, the discipline will show. We can't keep going off of motivation in life. We can't keep going off of these quick wins that we get, like wins of air that we get of like, all right, I'm ready, I'm going to go into it. If you don't have some sort of foundation built, if you don't have some sort of system built right now to be able to make sure that you stay consistent, that you stay disciplined, that you're checking those true boxes daily, then you're never going to stick to it. And it's just going to be a constant cycle that you start over month, and you're like, all right, I'll get back to it. All right, I'll get back to it. It's about being consistently good over occasionally great, like Nick Bear says. And that's one thing that I've been preaching a lot on team calls that we have with our clients is just, I don't give a damn if it's 2 days a week. If that's all you can do right now, then that's all you can do right now. We'll build from there. We're not going to program 4 days if you can't hit 4 days consistently. And when you change that mindset, that's when everything unlocks. And then you get that motivation to be like, okay, I might go for extra water or steps today, or I might go for like cleaner eating, or I might go for another workout this week. And then that's when the true like traction starts, and you can just start ripping things and getting through it. But it's when you start building something that doesn't fit into your lifestyle, it's just going to be the pattern that people face day over day, year over year, of not sticking to it. Got any?
No, I thought this was going to be you wrapping up. I've been doing the last few. I was like, okay. He's going again, dude. I'm going to let him have this one.
Yep. So in order to be consistent, in order to stay consistent, and in order to see the results you want through the ups and downs of life, build a foundation that you can then grow and develop on. Without that foundation, you won't stick to things. You won't be able to check those boxes daily to actually see the traction happen and to get that energy that you need to be able to keep pushing forward. The motivation that you get from others is just a very quick glance of what could be reality for you if you get that consistency, if you have that discipline. And so start changing the mindset of, oh yeah, I get to do this. I'm super excited. I'm super motivated, to nope, these are my daily rituals. This is what I have to do in order to make sure that I see the results, and then just start checking those boxes, staying consistent with it, and the results will come. So no matter if you're at the highest of high right now in life or the lowest of low, get a system in place, check those boxes, and watch the world go round, baby. That's all I got for you. Have the desire to inspire. I like hosting this podcast a lot more. It's a lot more fun. Have a great week, and we'll talk soon, baby. Peace.